Everyday life in the Soviet Union, the shopping runaround. The other, the author, Hedrick Smith, was head of the New York Times office in Moscow from 1971 to 1974. The following passage is adapted from Mr. Smith's book, The Russians, which was published in 1976 by Quadrangle, the New York Times Book Company. Number 1. I had heard about consumer shortage before going to Moscow, but only when we began to shop there did the Russian consumers' problem really have meaning for me. Customers the world over wait in lines, but Soviet lines have a special quality all their own. Typically, the Soviet woman spends 2 hours a day in line, 7 days a week. Personally, I have known people who stood in line 19 minutes to buy 4 pineapples and 3.5 hours to buy 3 large heads of cabbage, only to find the cabbage were gone. Regardless, they approached the front of the line. Line can run from a few yards to nearly a mile. Some friends of ours watched a line of people in Moscow signing up to buy rugs. The line lasted 2 days and nights and ran for across all through an apartment development. Number two, in spite of all of this, the natural reaction of Russian woman when she sees a line forming is to get in it immediately, even before she know what is being sold. However, Soviet lines are more fluid than they appear. In most stores, for example, shopper must stand in not one but three lines for any purchase. The first, to select a purchase and find out its price. Commercial in the United States, but they might be considered if they were exposed to the consumer blackout in Russia, a typical Soviet ad might be. If you want to live to a ripe old age and be a beautiful, modest, and truthful drink tea, most newspapers publish without ads. The shopper has no handy yellow pages or daily newspaper, supermarket, or department store ads to help her decide where to shop. Number 8. Bribery is widespread. Low paid $80 to $20 monthly. Sales Sell clerks take a portion of attractive items and sell them secretly to regular customers who have either left a bribe in advance or can be counted on to pay a high price on delivery. 10 to 15 rubles and 16 ruble wrinkle is standard. In 1976, the ruble has equivalent to a dollar 32 cent. And number 9. So common is this practice that the Soviet press is always complaining about it, but it doesn't do any good. Crocodile, the Soviet Homer magazine, once saw a department store employee promoting some newly arrived items. Dear customer, in the later good department, 500, 500 important women purses have been received. 450 of them have been bought by store employees. 39 are under the counter and have been ordered in advance for friends. One purse in the display window. We invite you to visit the latter department to buy this purse.